Yo, yo, Zamashi here, and we're back with some more Roblox Derby. You feel me? Character that we're gonna be using, T.M Opera O, you know what I'm saying? Before that, I go over a quick little guide, show you how to use the character, what the character has, what passives and abilities, and then we can head on to the races.
So, firstly, we'll be talking about Luce Stretto. In order to activate Luce Stretto, you have to hold down your sprint key, in which will apply a status effect called A-Lib to nearby players, giving them a speed boost alongside stamina drain. Also, the other thing that it does, it gives you dazzle for each player that's effective. Do note when your dazzle meter is above 75%, it becomes less effective. The second thing I like to talk about is stage overturn. It is a unique interaction when getting blocked while in loose straddle. What this does, it will activate a two short windows, which can be triggered by pressing your sprint again. If done correctly or successfully, this allows you to completely invade from a block while also immediately recovering and starting with a perfect spurge. Also, to anyone that's confused, the first window is a pink, which is when your character goes pink, and the second window is when your character goes yellow. The first window will perform a narrow and straight spurge, which is called perfect over stage overturn, which in this case it doesn't consume dazzle. The second one, though, on the other hand, will consume dazzle, and it is a vastly weaker version than the perfect. The third thing I like to talk about is Vittoria Sway. If you land stage overturn with at least 70% dazzle, Victoria Sway will proc. And what this does is that it gives you up to 3 block invasions, and a blitzing grants you a blitzing maneuver, which is a stronger version of stage overturn, but at the cost of your stamina draining faster and your fatigue builds up a lot quicker. So in short, this is your real first push tool, but it's definitely not going to be your last. The fourth thing that I'd like to talk about is Conqueror of the Century's End. And how it works is that once you hit mid-race, getting 100% dazzle will proc Conquerors of the Century's End. And what it does is that it increases your overall stats while giving a status effect called Acquisition of Pride. Also, what Acquisition of Pride does is that it grants every player a overall stat increase until it's the end of the race. And it also sets up for your last and final move, the strongest move that's in your arsenal, Catalyst of Era. So, what is Catalyst of Era, you may ask? Very strong last minute spurge, or in this case, it's a alt. It's your final move. And but hey, how do you trigger Catalyst of Era? The thing is, with 100% dazzle, if you hit a perfect stage overture during your Conqueror of the Century's End, you will trigger Catalyst of Era, in which this will give you a immunity and will give you a massive forward push. But then again, you have to be reminded, it also comes with the effect of a huge stamina drain and huge fatigue increase. It greatly increases your fatigue and your stamina drain. So if you mess up during any of the QTEs during Catalyst of Era, it's over. You're finished. There's no coming back from it. So overall, the strategy with her is just really simple. First, you wanna go into early race, stay in the pack, farm dazzle, It's the most simplest way. At that time, by that time, you're supposed to reach 100% and activate Conqueror of the Centuries. And that's where getting into a good position now arises. And like any position is really good for my position. I personally go end closing. It doesn't really matter if sec front. Like why would you want to front with TM Opera? And late race, wait for a block and hit your timing perfectly. And yeah, all in QTEs. And it's that just that simple. And if you're still finding yourself struggling, just know that don't rush early, don't waste your spurts, and don't miss your QTEs, nor your perfect stage overturn timing. And you gotta remember with TM Opera, it's all about patience. And if you play it right, hey, you probably win in the end, or you might probably outspeed everybody. So remember, master your timings, and you'll control the race.